Hello everyone, welcome back to Making Richie Rich. So hopefully everybody's been waiting for this update. It's been exactly 7 days since I started the bottle and it's nice and early. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I was quite eager to get on and show people because a lot of people have been messaging me and commenting to see how it's done. So let's go and see if the bot made Richie rich. And welcome back. So let's jump straight to it. Let's see where we're at. Okay. I'll go over here. So as you can see, £218.78 in profit in just 7 days using the bot. Okay. So we'll get it up in Betfair here just to confirm as well. There you go. So the last 7 days, total profit is £218.78. What we'll do, we'll go in here to show a breakdown of each day. So where are we at? 7. So that would have been the first. The first day, I was minus £4.15. Seems strange, but yep. So well, now we'll go over to the second day. £10.78. And I think on that day is when I started doing the back the favourite. Okay. We'll go to the Friday the 3rd, which is when I think I put up the update on I was changing the stakes. So yes, that would have made sense. I started off with 1p stakes, and then a couple of days later I added on the back the favourite and I changed the stakes to 5p, which got a nicer return on that day. So on the Saturday it increased even more, so it went up to £50. And on the Sunday, £41. Now I think it was the Monday where I got the biggest win. Yes, of £81.58. And what I'll do is I'm going to explain what happens on that when we go into the bot, okay? And then yesterday was my worst day. And I just about broke even on 46p. So still £218.78 over 7 days. I'm quite happy with that. That's a great return. For me, not having to do anything, the bot has just been running in the background. Yesterday, sorry, is a bit of a lie. I did go in because I noticed that I was power washing yesterday, and I noticed that there was the losses were mounting up on one of the strategies. So we'll cut over to that now. So we'll get the bot. As you can see, I've turned off the horses. The reason why is because they weren't really bringing in. I'll go check on the stakes. So they were set at 5p, okay? They weren't really bringing in enough money for the risk at the time. You know, it just takes 3 of them to lose. Although with all my back testing, it hadn't happened. There was only really 2 losses in a row, but when you lose that third one, you're on like £50 loss, and it's. I just decided to turn them off in the middle of the week. I was like, well, I don't want to risk this, and the dogs have been doing quite well, and I was like, no, I'll just turn those off, focus on the dogs, or sorry, the greyhounds if you want to be particular. I heavy focus on the greyhounds because there was a lot more races in a day, and there's only 6. Which is something I'm going to talk about. There's usually only 6 runners as well. So I'm going to start with yesterday. Yesterday was the worst day. With the back the favourite, I'm going to see if I can get a diagram up for you. 2 seconds. Just to give you an idea of what we're talking about here. Okay, this diagram here. I wonder if we can zoom in a wee bit. Just to give you an idea of how the staking works, okay? So with back the favourite, you are essentially, you want it to lose 7, 9 times that you feel comfortable with. Because if you get a win at 9 there, of £2.56, and say if it's odds of 3, that's bringing in, I can't even find somewhere to check what that would bring in, but it's pretty much doubling your money. So not only have you made £2.56, you've also won £2.56. So it's not, even though it's this way it's recovering, but it gives you the chance of actually doubling up, which on one of the days you see now was up a lot of money. It's because I think it was on like £20 and it won at odds of 3, the favourite, and boom, straight away it was a bigger profit. Yesterday, however, that all changed because there was 2 long runs back to back. One of the bots I have, as you can see, is 10 cycles. So what the 10 cycles means is it'll go up to £10 or up to £5.12 before it'll take the loss. So it just stops and restarts. So you lose more than £5, you lose £10 basically by the time you add these on. Yeah. So you lose £10.24. That happened twice yesterday. Thankfully, which is a pain in the arse, because yes, thankfully the other one didn't lose that, because it on the 12th, let me see, on the 12th one it won, but I'm going to show you what happened. If I can get the bot, all these tabs, I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. So with the bot, if we go in here to the back to 15 cycles, I have it sometimes, let's scroll down, even if odds of 2. At odds of 2, you can, that just pretty much gets you your money back. So if you see 2p on, 2p back. There's a perfect example there, yeah, 16p on, I get my money back. Which sucks, because you're just recovering basically what you've got and you put in. So, but let me go down and find a good example of where I placed 2 at the same time. So as you can see here, with this bot, what I have it doing is it'll go on 2 races at a time, because there's so many races I don't want to miss out. But the bot doesn't, and I haven't figured it out how to tweak this, but it'll recover both at the same time. So if it needs to recover 18p, it'll do both at 18p. And then it waits to get settled. And if it doesn't, it'll combine both onto the next one, which was 54p. Thankfully, the 54p won there in that scenario. And then I referred it back to 2p. But it all depends on the time difference between when that race settles and it places the next one. So the bot still thinks it hasn't recovered the money and I'll place it on. Yesterday, what happened was it done that twice at, was it £40, I think? I think it was £40. Now, one at odds of 2, and then I placed another bet straight away for £40, and I had to go in and cancel that. I manually traded it out. Thankfully I did, because that favourite lost. So I would have been down £40 straight away. So it's a bit risky. But on the other hand, what happened was the other day, it done that twice on £20 where both in the next 2 races, the favourite won and gave me a great boost. Okay. Yesterday was a horrible day. And I decided to narrow my parameters down, because I noticed yesterday there was a lot of New Zealand races and they have 8 dogs in the race. Now, most races only have 6 dogs. You add 2 more in, it makes it a lot harder for the favourite to win. And I think that's why we went on a bigger losing streak yesterday. There's probably a lot of better statisticians out there. Oh, I got that word out right. Who would be able to go and analyse this and, narrow it all down to make it a lot better. I'm not that good at that stuff. I'm kind of just going with the results I find in here. And seeing what works. So what I did last night was actually do that. Because there's a lot of Australian matches on overnight, so I decided to put it down to 6 races, or 6 runners. Then that way it gives a better chance of the favourite winning. on that one. So I'm going to keep that running because it still made me the most money, even though yesterday it was a bit dodgy in terms of like it could have lost a lot of money. I know for a few people who have bought the bot so far, later message commenting about that. If you want to change it, you simply just go and add on unsettled markets, I think it's called, which I don't have in this filter. Unsettled markets. To find that, for anybody who's been watching the videos, who's maybe bought the bot and want to do that, this one here, the back to fave on 10 cycles, I have it set to minimum odds of 3. So if the favourite's not odds of 3 and above, it won't get on that race. It stops at 10, and also it has the max. So what you would do, you would just go to there, market conditions, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Oh, you can't see this. Oh, why does that not show? There we go. So I'll go back. So you click on here, the wee plus sign, brings it up, market conditions here, scroll all the way down to the bottom, unsettled markets. You would simply click that because I already have it in. It's not going to apply. Let me see. I'm going to delete it quickly and add it. So delete it. Add rule, all the way down, market, unsettled markets, and change it to 1. So that means it won't get on the next race until the previous one has settled. So the bot knows exactly what to recover. That'll help limit it for you if you don't want it doing what it was doing yesterday, because yesterday was just crazy. It was the worst day of results. But you know me, I like to keep it real. So be prepared. This is 1 week. I'm not saying that, hey, this is going to be like this all the time. Next couple of days could go really, really bad and wipe me out. Who knows? It's trading. It's all going to be a risk, but hopefully this is helping to minimize that. As you can see yesterday as well, the light of 4th took a hit. That's why it's restarted. It had 3 losses in a row, which I have it set to reset, which cost me, I think it was like £30 or something. So I had a reset, and overall it's still in profit of £27.88. If you need to stop the bot for any reason, or you're not happy, you're scared about going on for the next loss, you just pause your strat, pause it here. If it's at a loss, just hit those 2 arrows there, it'll restart it and go back to 0 for you. Because a few people have messaged asking about that. With the horses, I am going to leave them off for a while until I can build up a bigger bankroll. Just because I don't want to risk this. As I say, I'm allowed to put £100 in each month on this account. I have currently got, I think it's 2 months left on the bot, because when I bought it for this account, I bought it for 3 months. So when I message PF Bot Manager, they won't let you transfer it on to another account. I don't know why. They can't just give me another serial for 2 months or whatever. But so I want to keep this going. So fingers crossed. Next week I'll do an update for everyone and show how it's been doing, either by a post or I'll do another video just showing exactly how it's doing. But I'm happy. The back to favourite seems to be a good strategy. Back to fave 10 cycles, maybe not so much, but we'll bring that chart up again actually. Just to look at the stakes and where you're going to be at. So on 2p stakes, which is what I'm currently on in that one, by the time I get to 13 losses in a row, that's quite high. It's £81.82. So if I lose that on the 13th, it means I lose £163. It's £81 here, and then plus all these previous losses. So that's what you lose. Same here. So 1p, basically, if you're doing 1p stakes, it gives you that extra, I don't know where that accent was coming from, that extra chance to get a win. And you can see then the next, if you're doing 15 losses, you would have to go to 163. The most I've experienced so far is 20. That can change tomorrow. Nothing's guaranteed. It can happen. So find on this chart what your acceptable loss is. And yes, it's a gamble, but as I say, yesterday was a nightmare. It went up as high as 12 and 13. It did it on Monday. I benefited from the Monday because, let me see. I'm going to actually see if I had the screenshot. I think I do. Yes, let me see. I'm going to bring this up over here. So as you can see, I saved it yesterday. Or not yesterday, it was Monday, where it got on. This is a bit of luck because it had paused at 10 cycles. I had it the wrong setting on. I meant for it to restart. So I would have lost £10.24 is what I would have lost. Okay, which is right, as I was saying. But I hit restart, I hit start, and I didn't realise. And I went in and placed a bet for £10.24. But as you can see, the look of the Northern Irish there, it was back odds of 4.76 and won me £38.50. But as I had it, yesterday I lost it. So in fairness, so it still kept me in the green. So that was a bit of luck for me yesterday on that one. Or not yesterday, sorry, Monday, 2 days ago. I suppose it depends when you're watching these videos. Days don't really matter. But that was that one. So that was a bit of luck that I got that in. And let me see if I have another screenshot. Was that the one? Yes, so there's an example of a few losses and how it can add up. As you can see, it done 2 bets there again at 16p. It done actually 3. There must have been 3 races. Yeah, look, they were really close together. So that one clearly hadn't settled. The 1450 clearly hadn't settled. And it did 2 more at the same price. Thankfully, the one at Greyville got odds of 5, so it got me 72p back, which sort of offset those 2 losses. So you can see how it's a bit I'm trying to think of the word. It's a bit higgledy-piggledy when it's doing a staking. So you might, if you're wanting to get the bots from me, you might want to, if you say to me, hey, can you just give me the back to fave on 15 cycles, but only with 1 settled market, I can set that up for you. It's easy done. If you don't want that kind of risk. For me, it's worked at the moment. As you can see, I'm up. Now I haven't tried it on, I suppose I should do that on this one and just do it up to 15 cycles and take the risk of odds of 3 and above, but only 1 unsettled market and see how it does. So I'll probably actually do that for the next week. But if anyone is interested in buying the bots, I know quite a few people already have and greatly appreciate it. Just send me over an email. I can get you set up. It's just a matter of, if you're doing it, you would just go import strategies and you're looking for, say, 10 bots it would be, and it would just import them all in exactly as it is. And you just have to go make sure you're on real mode, which is up here. If you click on that, make sure it's grey. And you would go to home, you go to your markets, you import. If you're just doing the dogs, just hit the win market for the dogs. You can set this up to auto load for anyone else as well who wants to do this. If you go in and go add new, put a name in for it, auto reload markets every 6 hours or whatever. You want to change whatever event you're wanting to do. So greyhounds. You click the refresh button here, select the win market, and then you would just save. When you come back out, you just hit auto load. It'll auto load your markets, and then if you're leaving your bot running, it will continue just to auto load those in every 6 hours. Okay, so hopefully that helps a few people when they're wanting to, if they buy my settings and they want to put it in. That's sort of all you need to do, and let it run. Again, as I say to people, don't jump in and want to put the stakes up and try to make more money. I currently have my Lady Faves Lady 4th, 5th and 6th. They're set at 5p. So that's what they're running for me. They've been doing well. I'm pretty happy. As I say, yesterday was a nightmare day. I got my first loss on the 4th. The 4th gets on more because of the odds. It matches in more races. I have the exact same odds for 4th, 5th and 6th. If they're above 17, I don't do it. So obviously the 4th gets matched more. There's more races. Although let's restart it yesterday because of free losses. But you can see why I earned more money. So I lost £30, but still is £27 in profit. That is why. But hopefully this has helped people. I'm excited. I'm hopefully starting a new project soon that's away from the Betfair. It's just another way of making money online. So if that's something people are looking interested in, because the idea is to get the bot up and running, earning passive income, use some of the profits for that, start something else. We want to make ourselves rich. So I look forward to sharing that with you as soon as I can get it happening. But hey, throw me a like. It helps. Comment below. I think I respond to pretty much everyone as much as I can. And if you need help, just fire me over an email. And yeah. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't done that yet, it's important. I'm getting close. At 600 subscribers, I need 400 more to get to the monetized threshold. So I'm excited. But the fact that it's grown this quick, I expect in at least a year. And the fact I'm at 600 subscribers already, really appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. But yeah, keep liking, keep subscribing, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.